Hello everyone, and welcome back to Untamed Chaos. I feel a bit tired today and can't seem to do an intro to save my life, but yeah, so pretty much I did a bunch of stuff off camera. I mainly worked on revising the base and doing some tweaks like that, but just a quick little summary, I did update the mod pack, so hopefully Jengus will be less of an issue and we won't have as many issues with mods. I did build a second dolly and I went down to the mine and collected the turtle chests and barrel. I haven't done much more with the turtles and I still haven't seen the issue with them crashing with Lycanites in my test world. I'm still looking into that, but I think for the moment I'm just going to not use turtles. I might try using the tunnel feature instead of excavate though, because I think that's less likely to run into mobs and cause the crash. I did process a bunch of the ores, but I didn't go back and mine a bunch like I said I was going to do yet anyway, because I just didn't have a need to run back and mine a bunch. I have enough at the moment. I made a new tank for the liquid pack because I need to transport more liquids, you'll see in a moment. And I accidentally did level this pickaxe. As you can see, it's a master rank now, and it got a diamond modifier, which is actually really cool because now it has a bunch of durability. That does mean it takes more stone to repair. Hopefully that skeleton doesn't shoot me. But yeah, now it lasts longer, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, I think it's because I got the diamond as a random modifier, but it doesn't get improved mining level. I do have it set so when you get a diamond, it's supposed to increase the mining level, so it should be able to mine on par with a diamond pickaxe, I think. But it still mines the same as the stone one, so I'm not sure why that is exactly, but not a huge deal. Either way, it's a pretty fast, well, as you can see, it's a pretty fast pickaxe, and it has pretty good durability now. So, yeah, that's the main stuff I did besides revising the base, and you can see the first part of the base revision here. I put the farms up there, and I made a temporary little bridge there. Also, I put a lot of torches around just because I didn't want mobs spawning in this area as much. But, yeah, so the farms are up here now. So the main reason I decided to revise the base was because that little base I had down here was just starting to get cramped very fast. Like when I started to set up the machines, I noticed I just was running out of room. Like when I tried to do stuff through the wall, I ran through the sugarcane. I was like, okay, I need to make this area bigger, even if it is going to be more of a temporary spawn base. Like I do plan to build another base somewhere later on as my main base, but I still need to get a whole bunch of stuff set up before I can go out and look for a base. So I need this place to be bigger, and I've been working on that. I did get rid of that little crappy house on the top and just have a ramp down using the carpenter's blocks instead. I moved the oreberry bushes out here, and I only set the essence up. Okay, pretty much I remembered you didn't need darkness for oreberries, or at least I saw people put the bushes in lit areas. So I decided just to try them out here, and apparently they worked. But I really don't need the ore berries for gold, copper, and such because I have enough ores, and they're just a pain to smelt down to make an ingot sort of thing when I can just go mine ores. So I just am going to keep them in the base for now. But yeah, anyway, the new base. I actually don't need to open that. It just needs to be a half block so I can walk. So this is what it's looking like so far. I kind of just have everything scattered about, and the bed is in the same position it was before. But pretty much I went this way more. I have a little thing across the ravine in that room there that I'm still working on. I was working on this to be more of a storage room, but it's not done yet. I was just trying out different things with the walls. And I expanded the back room here to be much bigger. I have the base of a smeltery set up, which I want to work on this episode. And I also revised my power system a lot. Okay, so what I did here was I made a bunch more generators. I made more cables and upgraded them. There are now advanced cables instead of the basic ones. I doubled the infuser, smelter, and enrichment chambers. So now I have some on each side, and I set up hoppers and chests so they're now more automated. Pretty much I put an ore in here, goes in the hopper, goes in there, it will make it into powder. The powder will be output there, go into the smelter, and the smelter outputs there. It's a bit of a complex setup, but yeah, or not that complex, but it took a bit to get working. Also, there's apparently a cave somewhere here because I keep hearing chupacabras. Yeah, I'll need to look into that. But yeah, overall it's working pretty good. These generators can output 20 or 10 RF a tick, I think, and I have 10 of them. So that's 100, I think. 100 RF a tick. The only problem is these machines, as it says here, use 20 RF a tick. So once they deplete their stockpile, like you saw that has 8,000 RF and these hold 64,000, once that stockpile runs out, the machines do start to lag a bit, I'd say, because if I have all of them running sort of thing, it tends to use power as quickly as it gets it. But because I have 10 generators, they do store a lot of RF, so if I don't just smelt a bit at a time, it seems to work pretty good. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it. I have my tool stuff here. As I said, I made another tank here. The third one has nothing, but I need to collect more lava to fuel all that. And I actually think that's about it, really. I did do a lot of stuff, or I spent a lot of time working on all this. Oh, here's all the ores, as you can see. I had so many I need to keep making blocks. But yeah, it's so far going pretty good. I need to go mine more ores, of course, or it would be nice to mine. Okay, I know I have more essence berries than that. Where are... Oh, there they are. Yeah, it makes more sense for them to be down here. This is the farming chest. So this is kind of farming. This is kind of just miscellaneous items. I got that off Jengu as I was starting, which is weird because I didn't even know they dropped sulfur. They've been doing that since the update. Not sure if it's a bug or not. But yeah, so here's my ores, here's my blocks, and here's some other stuff. Here's the cables I made, just to show you how they're made. They're just the basic cables like I had before, around an enriched alloy, which is just iron and some redstone. So, nothing too fancy. I also made this, which is just iron dust and that, because I know this is going to be used later for something. And just the turtles and enchantment stuff. I didn't set up the enchantment table again yet, but yeah. Also, I almost forgot to show you the basement. Pretty much there's just not much here. I got rid of the ore berry farms, kind of like I said before, and just kind of goes right down to the ravine. I did try lighting the ravine more and making it look nicer, but for the most part, it's just still the ravine. And I just mainly sealed up some holes in it and such, just because there were, I think I just had a lag spike there. But yeah, I don't know, not much down here. I might do more here and expand it as well. I try to make it deep enough though, so it wouldn't conflict with other rooms, but I might still make it deeper as such. We'll see. But yeah, and also my helmet did break off camera. My armor's not doing so good. So I do need to look into getting better armor soon, and I did use the spare barrel I had for dirt just because I was getting a lot of that stuff. And that's a full barrel of cobblestone, by the way. I need to upgrade it so I can hold more cobblestone per barrel, but not a big concern. And up a strider. Actually, I probably should sleep because Lycanites will only spawn during the night now, or at least the water ones. So best not to stay up at night or else Jengus will spawn and then they won't despawn if I'm in the area. So yeah, then it's pretty much the same problem as before. But anyway, the thing I want to do this episode, or the first thing I want to do this episode, is Tinkerers. So I did make a bunch more seared bricks, and I have all the other stuff here as well. I don't have a crafting table though, so I think I'll just make a new one and leave it over there. I probably need to reposition that one as well. So that's plenty of wood, and now I can make a crafting table, make a crafting station, and ta-da. So I'll just put this here. I'll probably reseed the stuff eventually, like maybe in this wall or around here. I don't know, but I need to make the rest of the parts to activate the smeltery. Okay, so I think I have a rough idea of what I want to make for this. I need to make a bunch of drains, 4 in total. And that's the thing I forgot to make last time. I need another faucet, and I want another casting basin, just because I think I said this before, but I have a rather extravagant smeltery setup, and now it should actually be online. I guess I just need lava for that to turn on, because it should be the full smeltery setup all the way around now. And I put that there. So pretty much how this works is I can set like this one up for automation, I think. And then these just normally, or just will do normal stuff. And I just need a few bricks. And I forget how many bricks I actually need. So I need 3 and 3. I think that's enough. So I think this will give us a 2 high smeltery. I forget actually if you need more tanks or how more tanks help or not. But yeah, there is another thing I want to do with lava though. So yeah, but this should be a good smelter. Oh, the chest is in there. Whoops. That's not something good. Or at least I should not leave a chest in a smeltery. So maybe that's why it was. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, I was like, why am I having issues? Silly me. So I think I'll just move the chest. Can't put it there, so I guess I'll just put it here and throw the smeltery stuff in here just so I have it handy. So, yeah, I just need to get some lava and a few other things, and we can get this all going. Okay, so, I'm actually not sure if this is gonna work. Nope, it did not work as intended. I think I did try before, and I knew I had issues of placing liquids directly from the liquid pack. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, but I did have it set to place liquids from pack, but if I just click there, it places it in front of it. Oops, did I actually just... Oh god, I made double lava sources. Anyway. I thought I already put... Did I take one out of the smeltery? Anyway, let's see. I just depleted all that lava. But, yeah, so I guess I'll just have to do this to get it out for the moment. I know there is another way to get liquids out, a special block thing you stand on, but I have had issues with that as in the past, I should say. So, yeah, but I also need to make a couple chests and a hopper, because this is how I automate the smeltery, or the basic way I automate the smeltery for input. So the reason I always put the control on the side is so if I put a hopper there, and this above it, I can easily input stuff but still access the smeltery directly. But yeah, now the smeltery should be working fully. I could probably upgrade it and will, so it goes all the way to the roof eventually. But for the moment, it's working, and I don't want to waste my seared bricks. And the other thing I did want to make is tool station. If I take this and I need to get iron blocks, and I put it in here, and I forgot the seared bricks. Whoops. But, yeah, you probably might know what I'm trying to make already. So I think this is how you make it anyway. So I do that with iron blocks and that, and I get a tool forge. And the difference between this and a tool station is it can make all the tools now, including stuff like hammers. So, yeah. Okay, so the last thing I want to make for the smeltery is a redstone clock, because this can be used to automate it, so it will automatically output. So if I put it above here, it will constantly activate this and turn it. I still do need to put hoppers under this stuff so it would output the stuff into like a chest or something, but I'll work on that off camera. And I actually forget how clocks work, or I know if I just put it like here, I'm not sure if it'll make ticking noises or not. It doesn't seem so. But if I know I just put it like there, it will activate it or keep turning this. But I forget how to make it toggle so the clock turns off. I forget if you can do it with redstone or if I just have to break the clock and move it. But anyway, the smeltery is set up. I might want to start making some tools. I actually, I know I said it a while back, but I need to make the other patterns still because I only have pickaxe. So I will be working on making the patterns and doing the molds, but I don't think I'm going to prioritize that right now just because there's other things I want to do this episode. So, yeah, but I don't know, I might let me see if I actually have the stuff to make molds. I know I did keep aside some aluminum because, let's see, aluminum is smeltery. Okay, so it's 4 aluminum to 1 copper makes, aluminum brass. So if I just get, let's say 5, and that should be enough because this will double and that won't. That's why I didn't smelt it down in that, because the smeltery doubles it and I need it to mix, so it didn't make much point turning into an ingot because ingots just don't seem... I think they might even smelt slower in the smeltery. I'm not sure. Either way, it just didn't make much sense turning into an ingot if I wasn't going to use it as an ingot. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll have that stuff going, and I might try and make some molds later this episode if I have time. But, yeah, there's some other stuff I really want to work on this episode. Okay, so it seems I actually miscounted the aluminum, so I threw another copper and hopefully that will fix it. But yeah, I want to start a few other mods, magic mods, this episode. So, I think I have all the glass I need now, because I was a couple short. So, yeah, now time to craft that stuff. The first thing I need is... there's a couple things I need, and I cannot find it when I search it. Darn. There we go. Yeah, the sacrificial knife. So pretty much, I think this is the right one, but I want to start blood magic, because blood magic is a mod that will need me to do a lot of stuff off camera to get life points, which is need to fuel all the stuff in the mod. So I want to try starting this sooner than later. And, yeah, the other thing I need is a blood altar. So I have all the stuff here, and this is one of the reasons I needed gold, because I knew blood magic needed it, and I just so happen to have only 1 diamond. So hopefully I don't need that for anything else. But, yeah, I haven't used blood magic ever before, and, this area is still under construction, but this is the blood magic room. And the lighting's weird. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so I fixed the lighting. I actually did turn up the gamma a bit to hopefully make it so things didn't look as dark, because they just look super dark to me for some reason, but it seemed like it was actually making it worse. So, I don't know, I'll just do something like this. Yeah, that works. So I put this blood altar here, and it shows me its current tier, its capacity, and its current life points, thanks to one of the Walia add-ons. If I do this, please tell me this is the right one. Okay, so I lose life, and this now gets life points. And I'm not sure where the life points are going. I guess they're going into the altar itself? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really done blood magic before, but I know it's something where I'll need to do that off camera a lot just to charge the altar or gain life points. I think it's going into my blood network, but I'm not sure how to see my blood network. So, hold on. Actually, I do know, sigil. I know there's a lot of these. Water, lava. Okay, so I need a blood orb, blank slate. Blank slate is made by putting stone in there with 1,000 life points. There is one divination that will hopefully tell me some more stuff, so I just need to get a blood orb and some glass to make that, and it will help figure out my current essence. There is also a higher one, Sigil of Sight, I believe, that tells me a bit more. I don't know, like I said, I haven't really used this much, so Bucket of Life and a Divination, so it's just an upgrade of that. So I'm just not sure where the life points went there, but I'm going to assume they just didn't vanish into thin air. So, yeah. But, oh, the other thing, yeah, I need to make a blood orb. I actually did not look this up off camera, but let's just search blood orb. Okay, so weak blood orb is... Darn, I need a diamond for that, and I don't have any more diamonds. So this needs a tier 1 altar. I have a tier 0 at the moment. This will need a tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, and tier 6. And that's an orange. And this one's from Forbidden Magic, and I can't see it because I do have a plugin that shows Thaumcraft stuff, but only if you learned it, and it might not work with the add-ons. So, yeah. Well, let's just check on this real quick. It's just being annoying. It was at 5, now it's at 2. Okay, so there's a few other things I did want to make this episode as well. The first one is, I really hope I'm getting this recipe right, because I don't think I can turn these back into iron ingots. I might want to add a conversion back. Anyway, so the next thing I want to make is a drum, because this is pretty much the best way to store liquids. It's kind of overpowered. I didn't make a cauldron. So, yeah, but it requires a fair bit of iron, and, oh, it was only 2. I thought it was 6. Darn. Oh, well, I have them for future drums. So, yeah. But the main reason I want this is, I think I'm just going to set it like, here. But I don't think I can fill it directly from my liquid pack, but this will now allow me to hold 256 buckets of a single liquid. So I can just fill this with lava, so I can easily power my smeltery or have the fuel here for when I need to fuel the smeltery. So I don't need to grab the liquid pack each time, and I have a nice place to store all the liquids from my liquid pack. So I'll probably fill that, or at least get the liquids out of my liquid pack and fill that, maybe grab some more lava off camera, just so we have a decent sized drum. So that was something else I wanted to do. I also did want to look into a bit more mech stuff, but first I want to do Thaumcraft. So I have played around a bit with Thaumcraft before, but I never really done a lot of it. I only pretty much did the basic stuff and seen the new Thaumcraft in action, but I know it starts like this. Also, there is the little wand vis bar meter thing behind my face cam, but it's not that big of a deal, or at least, yeah. But yeah, I think I'll remove the face cam just for a second so you can see it. But pretty much those little tubes will show how much of each viz I have at the moment for doing stuff with the wand. I'm not sure what I'm really going to do about this. I probably will just keep it covered up for most of the videos because it's just, I don't know where else to put it. Like, it's just one of the things where there's just too many HUDs and overlays to find a good place for a face cam in this mod pack. So I'll probably just keep it covered up because it's not that important, but just letting you know it's there. But yeah, this is the Thaumonomicon. I do have research set up so you can just unlock it if you have the viz needed. And I did this because it's just kind of weird having to play that little mini game where you kind of connect the lines, I guess you would call it. But yeah, but I need to make this, which is not a workbench. I also need to make that, and they actually don't show the table, but I need to make the table as well. So let me just get some stuff out and start making this. The table needs some slabs, I believe. So if we search table, Thaumcraft table. So I need 2 of these, and is it 3? I think I need another one for something else later on. I forget if I do or don't. I also need the scribing tools, which needs, how do you make them again? Yeah. Like I said, I did this once before, but I forget the exact recipe. A bottle, a feather. Oh, good, I have a feather. I was like, do I have feathers? I actually did run into some squids off camera and killed a bunch because, well, with Jengus, it's been hard to get to squids, so I had a nice shot, or there was a bunch of squids in, this lake here and no Jengus, so I just went and killed a bunch because I knew it was going to come in handy. So, and I don't think I have glass bottles. Really don't want to make more if I already had them because glass is kind of rare. But, yeah, but because I turned off or made the easy research, we shouldn't use up the scribing tools. But, I don't know. I might. I'm not sure what all uses scribing tools. And even though this is the blood magic room, I think I'll be putting this stuff here as well. So if I put this here, it turns into a research table, which shows my current viz. And I can combine it to make other viz. Is that one? Okay, so pretty much to do Thaumcraft, you need to unlock all the different vizzes and then make sure you have enough. So this could take a while. Also, the reason I brought this here is because I think you just, yep, you right-click to make the arcane workbench. Yeah, work table, workbench. Pretty much the same thing. But how this works, it's pretty much just crafting, but I'll need to put my wand in here with certain vizzes and I'll use the viz to make the item. So I just wanted to get this stuff made, but I need to make another item to help unlock all the viz, and I probably will try and do a lot of this off camera, just because, oh, I was like, did I use up all my glass? No. So this is the thumb meter. Now if I scan things, it will say, nothing can be learned from this, because it's chisel blocks. But if I scan things, it will say, I need to understand crystals to understand this. So pretty much I have to scan all the different blocks to unlock their aspects or see what aspects they have. And then I can use those aspects to unlock more aspects. And yeah, I think water is one of the first ones. Okay, so we got some aqua by researching water. Sugarcane. Oh, I was actually able to stand that and I unlocked herba now. Need to study man first. Seeds. Oh, I got some herba from that. Torches. Okay, so I discovered Lux. I already knew Terra. Okay, so pretty much I just need to scan everything I can. I discovered Arbor. So, yeah. So I decided to do this now and start it on camera just because I'm going to be scanning a lot of things off camera so I can unlock all the aspects. And I know in my test world I got stuck and didn't know how to progress with aspects because you need a lot of different blocks to do it. So I might just try and unlock all the key aspects off camera. So then when we want to start doing Thaumcraft stuff, I have all the aspects. So Precantatio or Predito. Precantatio is the magic one. And not all the items can be scanned. Need to understand spirits. Like, I don't think these can be scanned. when it says nothing can be learned from this, that means it's a mod item and there's no aspects assigned to it, or even a vanilla item with no aspects. So, yeah. Okay, so I just scanned stone and cobblestone, and I don't think I can scan like granites and all of the chisel blocks. So that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, I'll scan more off camera. Or like I said, I'll try and go through and unlock most of the aspects off camera just because it's a very tedious process and I just don't want to spend like a whole episode just trying to scan a bunch of stuff. Like I could take everything out of the chest, throw it on the ground here, and scan it probably. Yeah, so I could do that for like everything I have. So I'm just going to wait and do that off camera because it just gets a bit repetitive. But I do want to work on getting my blood orb. And for that, I need runes. So how do I make a blood rune? I think there's a bit of a problem here. So a blood rune... Wait, is there another crafting recipe? Okay, to get a tier 1 altar, I need to surround it in runes. But to get a rune, I need a blood orb. But to get a blood orb, I need a tier 1 altar. I have no idea how to do this. So, yeah, all of this stuff should need runes. This is the only one that doesn't require it, but it requires a blood rune, which needs... Hold on, give me a second just to look into this a bit more. Okay, so I came back and checked, and my altar is tier 1. I think why it drained my life points earlier was because it was upgrading itself. So if I just do this a bit more, it should not drain the life points. Okay, so it used the life points it had to upgrade itself. I don't think the runes were needed. It just need to have 8 blocks around it, which it does. So I just need to go get a diamond, and then I can upgrade or make the blood orb, which I'll need to do all the stuff in blood magic pretty much. So I'm going to sleep and then head down to the mines and see if we can find a diamond just lying about, because, well, I just need a diamond. So, yeah. Okay, so I came back down here to this... Not strip mine, the ravine area, where I still haven't mined all the ores. And I think... Okay, I thought there were diamonds over here. I just couldn't remember if I mined them or not. Probably should use the diamond pick. So I got 1 diamond. I think I was saving these for fortune, but ironically, we haven't run into much lapis that I remember. I really need to set up some more automated mining, but I actually would like to make a hammer for that, because hammers are awesome. So, yeah. But now that I have the diamond, I can go back up there and make the blood orb, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know. Something could go horribly wrong, but I think I can, so, yeah. And, yeah, close these trap doors, run over here. So, I think how it works is I just throw this in the altar and then hurt myself a bit to make sure actually, is that even enough? Yeah, so it says the progress is draining the life points. I can't see the diamond at the moment. But, let's just see how much the orb costs. So, blood... I cannot spell blood, apparently. So, it costs 2,000. I do not have 2,000 in there, so I will need the dagger. And to hurt myself a bit more, to get enough blood to make the blood orb. So, yeah. And I can easily kill myself with blood magic if I'm not careful. Like, if I try and use a sigil and I don't have enough, life points, or... Yeah, life points, it will kill me, and if I use the knife too much, it will kill me. So pretty much blood magic's a very easy mod to hurt yourself or kill yourself with, but it does have some pretty cool stuff, which I'm very interested to get. So, okay. Is it actually gone, or did it glitch, or... Okay, that's the weak blood orb, though, and, yeah. How does this work? Okay, so I actually forget what the blood orb does, but if I right-click it, I think I take damage and it charges the blood orb. Currently owned to me, so right-clicking it bound it. So if I just click it a few times, I'll take damage, and this doesn't go up. I think this only goes up if I use the dagger, but the orb now has essence or something like that. Because I know I've seen people use it where they charge up the blood orb and then activate something like a sigil. And I think it draws the essence from the blood orb then, and not from your altar over here. Like I said, I haven't really done much with blood magic or Thaumcraft for that matter. So if you have any suggestions, yeah, they'd be appreciated. Or any advice on how to go about it. Oh, I got, modus? I can't read it. It's very small text. But I remember something said I need to study things that move to understand it. I forget what it was, though, and I don't have, like, a chat log for the Thaumcraft stuff, at least that I'm aware of, to go back and check. Huh. Okay, so, I was able to get, you discovered a clue for new research. Huh. But I was able to get furnaces just there. I cannot do bed until I study man, which is probably myself. Or it's something related to myself. I forget the exact process. I remember I read a guide on how to go about Thaumcraft before. I just forget all the steps pretty much. So I'll have to reference that off camera and see if I can unlock all this stuff, because this is pretty much what it's going to be. Making things and trying to scan them. I know tools is a part I'll need, but I don't think I can do this yet. Yeah, I need to study man before tools. I need to study beast before man. I think I can study beast now that I found movement, though. I think that's what the pig said when I tried to scan that when I was coming back to the base earlier. So let's see if I can go find that pig and scan it. Okay, so there's a bunch of pigs over here, so I hopefully will be able to scan them. Also, I haven't scanned gravel yet. Okay, cool. So, study food. Well, unfortunately for the pig here, it's food. Wait, aspect orb. Raw pork chop. Study death. I think death might be bones. You see how this is just a whole little process of find the aspect. I do know I also can use my research table to combine the aspects to unlock them too, and I do think it's required to combine some, or it's easier than finding the said items for them. I know glass is another one I'll need, or the crystal aspect. So, I don't know, I'll try and unlock a few more this episode, then try and unlock most of them off camera. So, yeah, but, let's see. I know glass is one I'll need. I don't have any glass blocks, so hopefully panes work. Nothing can be learned from this. Darn. So, let me just actually throw this in my furnace over here. These furnaces are nice because they don't use, or they do use power instead of fuel, but it makes it practical to actually just make one of an item, where in a normal furnace, I'd always want to make 8 because that's how much one coal burns. So, this goes up here. Okay, so now if I throw this, and I couldn't scan this because this is the chisel version, which is the downside to having chisel, or at least I don't think I can. So if I scan this now, I'll get the diamond thingy. I forget what it's called. But, death. That's what I need to scan. So, okay, let's get that out. I don't think I can scan flush yet because I need to learn beast. Death. What's more death than bones? Oh, I think a chicken feather also counts as beast. Nope. It gave us something else, though. I remember some mob drops actually count as beast, I think. Or maybe I'm mixing it up with something else. Study tools before that. Vacuous. Oh, that's interesting. I know that's a very important one that got me stuck before, so that's something. And also, when I have scanned something, if I shift over it, it shows the aspects. So, that at least will help me keep track of what I already scanned. I do have a lot of ender pearls thanks to that chest and one enderman. Study darkness. This is getting annoying. I think I'm going to stop doing this stuff on camera for now and just work on it off camera and go on to doing something else this episode so it's not just me scanning all the things. So, yeah. Okay, so I want to do a bit more of mechanism this episode. I mainly just want to get the precision sawmill here, which I need some enriched alloy for. So if I just grab 2 iron and 2 redstone, I think that will be enough. And I also need some circuits, which were osmium and redstone. Need a lot of redstone for tech mods. I really do need to mine after this episode. But yeah, I also need to, I can use this one. Oh, that's a tinker table now because I have an extra tool forge. Pretty much if I put an item in here like this, I could, can I repair a stone? Yeah, I could. I can only put 2 modifiers to repair or upgrade at a time, but if I use the tinker table, I can put up to 8, so it speeds up upgrading items. I do want to look into getting modifiers for my tools and more tools later on, just not right now. So, yeah, but I don't want to use the tinker table for crafting because I know it has had some issues before in our test worlds, and I do not want to crash and have to restart this late in the episode. So, yeah. So if I come over here, I have the enriched alloys, I have that. So if I come back here now, I can just... Ta-da! The precision sawmill. So this is pretty much just another block, and if I put it here, it got powered real quick. I don't think outputs are set, and pretty much I can just put in stuff and it will cut it for me, giving a higher yield than normal. So if I, rubber. That's what I want to test it on because, let's just put it in here and then look. Oh, wow, that's an annoying noise. Really annoying. Okay, so I got some rubber out just so we can see how the sawmill works. But if I just craft the rubber, I get 3. If I smelt it, or of course it can smelt into stuff, but a precision sawmill gives me 4, 1 extra wood, and 100% chance of a rubber bar. Now, the sawmill from thermal expansion gives me 5 wood, even more, but only a 50% chance of the rubber. So this actually gives me a bar, which saves me smelting it as well, which is really cool. So let's try and bear the noise and... Ta-da! So we already have a fair bit of wood and rubber. I probably will set this up to automate to the chest above it. In fact, I have a chest here, so let's see if I can do that now. Just so... yeah. Auto eject is going to be red and auto inject, so it should output above it. Maybe it has to wait for the next craft. I'm not sure why it's not ejecting. Dark red, dark red. I do not know. I'll work on this off camera. I just don't want to stand near it because maybe I take this out, it will start ejecting. But yeah, it's just a really loud noise and I just don't want you guys have to hear that. So I'll try only using this off camera to cut stuff, but yeah, I'll need to look into the automation off camera as well. But whew, that was annoying. So yeah, let's see. I did also want to upgrade my tanks in the liquid pack. Let me just search it real quick. So pretty much this is the one I have, but using gold I can upgrade it to this one. But I need to make a liquid workbench to get the liquids out, or the tanks out, so I can upgrade them. But I think I'm just going to work on that off camera next episode, because this episode has been on decently long, and I don't want to keep going over 30 minutes for episodes. So yeah, let me just check if there's anything important I want to do before I end the episode, so one moment. Okay, so the only thing I can think to do is to just fill this up a bit more and... Okay, I only put some one at a time. I want to try making a blank slate on camera because I might end up trying to make some off camera just because I know they're used for a lot of things. So, yeah, so this is a blank slate and it's just an infused stone in the blood altar. So I'll need it to make lava sigils, speed runes, and a lot of other things like that. So I'll look into upgrading the blood altar or using the blood altar more off camera and figure out how all this stuff works. If I have a tier 2 altar, I can upgrade this to a reinforced slate, but I don't have a tier 2 altar yet. So, yeah, like I said, though, I'll look into more of the blood magic stuff, so we might be able to do more of that next episode. And I'll also work on the Thaumcraft stuff. So, also, I ran out of food earlier this episode, so I quickly made some baked potatoes. I'll work on trying to get some more food stocked up off camera as well. So, yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode and liked the new base and are excited for the new mods we're working on that hopefully I'll work on more off camera and we can do more of next episode. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and until next time, goodbye.